Hello, this is Irina K, and welcome back to my channel AstroBabushka. I'm a Vedic astrologer and I apply ancient knowledge that is more than 3,000 years old to modern times. Lately, my work has taken me into some very dark territory. I'm building a database of serial killers' charts, looking for patterns that could help psychology and law enforcement prevent future crimes. My goal isn't sensationalism, it's prevention. And a few weeks ago, I came across a passage by Rudolf Steiner that I can't stop thinking about. It's about what happens to the soul immediately before incarnation. Steiner wrote, "Immediately before incarnation, a very important event occurs. Just as after death we review our past life, before birth we preview our coming life. Not every detail, but the main circumstances. Sometimes this preview is so shocking that the soul hesitates and only part of it incarnates. This, Steiner says, may result in an epileptic or an idiot child." Whether or not you take these words literally, the idea is breathtaking. A soul sees the outline of its destiny, the parents, the environment, the trials, before it's even born. And sometimes that glimpse is enough to cause a kind of spiritual shock at the threshold of life. In my research on serial killers' charts, I keep seeing something like the split. So many of these individuals have, at a very fundamental level, a fracture in the psyche. In astrology, we see it as a Mars-Ketu wounds, afflicted moon, Saturn with Rahu, or damaged 8th house, 4th house connection. In psychology, it shows as a trauma, dissociation, or personality disorders. Could Steiner's idea explain why some people feel not fully here, or why their empathy or conscience seem underdeveloped? Could part of their soul have stayed behind at birth, as he suggests? Here's the big question I wrestle with. If a future serial killer's soul gets a preview of its life, including abuse, neglect, or trauma, does it also see its future crimes? And if it does it have the freedom to choose a different path? Or are darker demonic forces waiting for that soul to be weakened so they can take a hold? In Vedic thought, destiny, prarabdha karma, and free will, purushartha, coexist. You're shown the terrain, but you still choose how to walk it. A soul may see it will be born into an abusive home, but whether it becomes an abuser itself or a healer of others is still at some level open. But trauma, neurology, and spiritual possession can narrow those choices until they almost disappear. That's where society, psychology, and perhaps even astrology could intervene by offering support during the critical times that charts and transits flag. Now, as for who regulates this process, Steiner hints, and Vedic texts agree that there are higher beings or laws of karma guiding incarnation. It isn't random. The preview is not a movie you must act out, but a karmic map your soul agreed to work with. But if the soul hesitates or partially incarnates, its development here can be distorted. And then darker influences have an easier entry. In Vedic cosmology, these are called grahas, Caesars, literally forces that seize consciousness. I don't have all the answers yet, but thinking of birth this way changes how I approach my research. Instead of only looking at pathology, I'm looking for windows of intervention, the dashas and transits where a person's trajectory could shift, where help could prevent tragedy. Because if a soul does see its path beforehand, maybe our job as parents, teachers, psychologists, and astrologers is to stand at the crossroads and offer a hand. Thank you for watching. If this topic moved you, share it, leave your thoughts below, and subscribe for more deep dives at the edge of astrology, psychology, and spirituality. Bye.